Welcome to North Star Credit Union's Financial Compass podcast, guiding you towards financial wellness, hometown values, lifelong relationships, worldwide access. Welcome back to the North Star Credit Union's Financial Compass podcast. Drew is not with us this morning. He may jump in like I did that one day, but you have me and Melissa, and we are ready to talk about fair food.
We call it here on the Iron Range the 5 best days of summer. The St. Louis County Fair is here in town. It started on Wednesday.
Did it really already? Where have I been?
Yeah, so since it's Friday, today is Kids' Day at the fair.
Which is always fun. I remember going to the fair with Jacob when he was just little, and there was a tractor set up kind of outside the kids' barn, and he sat on that thing for as long as they would let him. And then it'd be like, wow. Okay, Jacob, we gotta go. But he loved it.
Well, that makes me think, too, when you have little kids, especially, that maybe you don't have to spend as much money at the fair, because after you get in, they can sit on a tractor and be happy. You know, there's really the small things. You can go to the children's barn. They have activities there. And
you have the little tractor, like you can pedal the little pedal tractors.
Yeah.
And pet the animals. Yeah, you can definitely go to the fair and be cognizant of what you're spending, especially when you have little ones. And then when you have like teenagers, you can just give them a certain amount of money and be like, okay, you need to buy, let's say if you want to buy a wristband, here's this much. And then there's always food, of course, and some trinkets and stuff. But yeah, definitely plan before you go.
Well, and I think for me, let's just be honest, I save up so I can go and eat all my favorite fair foods. And I save up in my belly, I save up on my calories, I save up my pocketbook, and I just really try to eat as much fun food that I don't normally get, and it makes me feel fantastic.
I know me and Holly, who works here with me in the branch in Nashwauk, we were just talking about that in preparation for the fair. She's like, I'm going to eat everything. She goes, I start at one booth and I eat everything. And I'm like, you know what? So my husband and I, Joe, we were planning on going. Maybe we'll have to go tonight for Kids' Day or tomorrow. And I said, we should just get one thing from each booth and sit at the picnic table and we can just smorgasbord, eat it all. I don't know if that's necessarily saving money or my waistline, but but it sure would be fun.
So what's your favorite fair foods, if you had to list a few of them?
Absolutely the fried rice and egg rolls.
Yes, yep.
And I love I know my husband loves the foot-long hot dog, and that's all right. But even though I can go to Snickers Pizza any day of the week, I love having a slice of either Snickers or Domino's. Yeah.
There's something about the pizza at the fair that tastes so good. I don't even know. I mean, you could order Domino's any day of the week, but you get a slice at the fair, and it's like the best piece of pizza you've ever had. I love it.
I know. I don't know why, but it's like, yes, I got to have. And cheese curds, of course. I love cheese curds. Gyros.
Yes, I was going to say the line for the gyro is usually so long because it is so good.
It is. And, of course, I know a lot of people love to get the donuts.
Yes.
But I don't know. Donuts are tasty, and I love them. But what the heck? We're getting a little bit of everything.
My daughter is excited for, like, shaved ice. Our small town has this shaved ice guy that is usually parked on our First Avenue. We'll drive by there to see if he's there, and he hasn't been there lately. So she is, like, so excited. And you try to recreate it because it's really, like, how hard can it be? I mean, I had a Snoopy snow cone maker when I was little. Why didn't I keep that? You know, it's one of those things I sold at a garage sale. I could really use that now. But there's, like, nothing quite like it. We tried like the Mr. Misty from Dairy Queen, and she's like, no, that's not it. So yeah, so that's top on her list. And do you want to know what's second on her list?
What?
Winning a goldfish. It's not food, but
I forgot about the
does,
games.
Yeah. My husband does not want her to have a goldfish because they don't last very long. But my sister, it was so funny because she's like, oh, I'm winning her a goldfish, even if I have to take care of it at her house and then FaceTime her so she can see how her goldfish is doing. I mean, it's like she can't even right now. And then, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. But then from there, Facebook must have heard me talking about the goldfish, my sister and I, because then it was showing like costume ideas. And there's actually a costume idea of a little kid, like somebody dressed up as a little kid, and then they're holding like Nemo in like a bag.
Oh my
for
gosh.
Halloween. So then I was just spiraling. I'm like, this could be so fun. Sorry.
It started with fair food, and it ended with a Halloween costume.
Right? Yeah, that's how my brain works on a Friday. You would think it was Monday. My brain is really slow. Actually, when I woke up today, I thought it was Wednesday, and I was so confused. But
I've had that where I'm like, what day is... I mean, I forgot that the fair was this week, and that's just hideous of me because we were planning to go on Wednesday or Thursday, and now it's Friday, and... we still haven't made it over there. And it's like, come on, kick myself in the butt. We've got to go.
I know my daughter has been so anxious. Like, why haven't we gone yet? Like, it's been in town for 2 days. Like, she thinks we should go every single day. I mean, and it is, and it's fun how kids remember the fair. Like,
Yeah.
I remember the fair when I was a kid and going on rides with my cousins and then feeling really sick after the Gravitron. Do you remember the Gravitron?
Yes, yeah. So that's
It's
one where you're
like
like
a-
against the wall and you go up and down and it's
Yeah.
spinning.
And you're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll never forget the time Jacob wanted to go on the Ferris wheel. I am afraid of heights. But I'm like, it's my son, I'm going on the Ferris wheel. So we go on the Ferris wheel and I have a panic attack. I'm like,
No.
stop the ride.
Really?
Yes.
Were you up top?
Yes. And
You
I'm
don't
like,
want them to
the
stop when
ride."
you're up top.
Screaming, let me off. Like,
No.
oh my God. And Jacob, I'm sure, was just like, wow, Mom. Chill. And he was pretty young, but he has since gone on Ferris wheel rides without me.
Okay, so tell me then, did they stop it when you were way up there?
No.
Oh, they didn't stop it?
No, they didn't stop it at all. They didn't. And I think
They were
that-
like, la, 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 I don't hear you,
La, la, la,
la.
I cannot hear you.
They just go faster.
yeah.
Did you
Pretty
just
soon
feel...
it's
Yeah. No, I can feel that on the Ferris wheel. Like, it's one of those rides that I'm always told, oh, it was no big deal. I'm afraid of heights. Then I get up there, and then I feel like when it's kind of swaying and you're coming down and you should be enjoying the view, I feel like I'm going to fall. And then I don't want my daughter to look too close to the edge, and I'm trying to not pass my fears. Like,
Yep.
You didn't, which is good that Jacob still went on
but
fair.
I felt so bad after because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just traumatized my child because I could not control my fear. I was like, get me off this ride. And it's not like it's, it's just a Ferris wheel, but I was,
So being tying it in a little bit to the credit union and our community focus, the one other thing about the fair that I really like is that sense of community when you go into the different areas where you have all kinds of organizations talking about what they do and how excited they are. And then also the showmanship of people's pride, their plants, their artwork, their animals, seeing all that come to life. I mean, just feel like that's just a part of community, and it just is also a really good feeling. So it's more than the fair and the food and the rides and all that fun stuff. It's seeing that, people being rewarded for their hard work and recognized for that. And I love that part too. I love being able to
I
go
love
into...
that too.
Yeah.
Jacob, his girlfriend encouraged him to draw a picture and submit it at the fair.
Really?
And
This year?
Yeah, so No, it was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
And he got a ribbon. He's got a picture of it, and he still has that ribbon. I mean, it's just. And I remember, through the 4-H club, or, just my aunt always submits her vegetables, or just different things. It's just amazing. And you're right. I never thought of it that way, but I do now. Like, it's a huge community event, supporting each other, and then also, yeah, the pride that you take in what you're doing, whether it's the artwork or growing a giant pumpkin or different vegetables, and showing your horses and the animals and the cows. It's a really incredible event, and the fact that they're able to host that every year and make it fun for everyone is, hats off to the St. Louis County Fair Committee, because it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and they have different sections of the fair too. They have music. I've seen you and your band playing at the fair before.
Yep.
Just like a couple of years ago. I was so excited to see you there, and that's super fun to have different lineups and band that you can sit and watch. And there's a beer garden for the over 21 for people who want to enjoy a beverage on a hot day, and so that's really fun to see too and hear. And then and
the big lemonade stand, the big lemon.
Yes, I know that you drink in like 1 second because it's like amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're like, what? Who drank my lemonade?
Right. And then the horse riding, that area of, do they do bull riding, or is it just horse riding?
Yeah. Yep. I think that's tonight. Okay. I think it was last night.
That's great.
But so in preparation for going to the fair this weekend, today and tomorrow, and it's open Sunday.
Yes.
What do you think people can do to kind of help keep their budget intact, or at least, let's say they didn't prepare, like I did not prepare, totally forgot. What can we do when we go to the fair to kind of keep our money working with us and for us?
I think being mindful of spending when you are going to look for the rides. They have electronic kiosks now. Maybe you don't need the all-day pass. That's a little more expensive. Like, I'm going to do this many rides and just kind of space it out. And then I think the fair food, you get a lot of food. So sharing some food. And just like what we talked about, there's so many free activities for kids once you get in there. So seeing what they have at the different booths, like the Red Barn is one of my daughter's favorites, and they have coloring activities in there. They have the little tractors that you talked about. You can see and pet animals in there. Some of them will have signs that you cannot. And then walking through and looking at the animals and seeing the giant vegetables and different things. So once you get there, you can do a little bit of everything to make that time feel like it's lasting. And I know that it can add up, and I know it's hard because kids get really excited about it and they want to do everything, but I think there's a way where the kids don't have to know that, like, hey, we're doing the fair on a budget. Like, hey, pick out a game you want to play. And do the squirt gun game if you're going to pick a game, because if you do that and you're the only 2 people playing, somebody gets a prize. So that's a good game to play. I probably wouldn't play the basketball game because I grew up playing basketball and I cannot get a ball in that basketball hoop. I mean, but I mean, that's just my experience. Maybe I'm just not good at basketball anymore, which is fine. And then I think just, picking that, you get this many rides. I mean, it's okay to do that, or split it up where, like, if you have a couple of different kids, like, okay, you guys each get 2 rides. You get to, you're going to share, like, a foot-long hot dog. Look at that's like 2 hot dogs practically. So that would be my advice, is just to take in, experience it. I know there were times growing up that we went through hard economic times, and my parents brought me to the fair, and I never knew anything different. I just was so excited to be there and going on rides with my cousins, and like just being a part of it with all the people and the sounds and the noise, and then go watch like the live races and different things that are happening. That would be my advice. Go with your grandma on Senior Citizen Day and have her pay for stuff. No, just kidding. Sorry.
That's option number 2.
Okay, what would be your what would be your thought on it?
I really like how you laid that out. That is a very good idea. The other thing I would say, maybe with older kids, you could just say, okay, we have this much. So if you can do this many games. If you're going to pick a couple games that you find fun and that maybe you think you could win a prize, but understand that there's a chance you won't, and don't spend more than you kind of allocate for the games. And then, like you said, get a wristband or just like the kiosk, a couple of rides. You don't have to go on, every single one.
Well, and that is good for like the older kids, is like that becomes like a teachable budgeting moment that like, hey, here's how much you get to spend and here's how you can do it that way too. And plus, when you get older kids, are they really wanting to hang out with you? Like they just want their $20 or $40 or whatever, and then they're like, okay, well, I'll see you later, and then they're just gonna do their own thing. Maybe I don't know. Like,
you're right, that is a good teachable moment for them. You have this amount, make it last, and then and like you said, with little kids, there's so much to do. And even just like as a couple on a date, you know what I mean? You can just share a piece of pizza, share a foot-long hot dog, a couple of rides, and just experience the different free activities that are there, like the animal barn and the kids barn. And even, I love walking through the kids barn.
Yeah, I do too.
The different events. There's so much to do.
I'm envisioning you and Joe eating your hot dog like Lady and the Tramp, and then
like
get closer and closer, and like,
like ketchup and mustard all over our face.
And I will
so romantic.
I probably will get talked into going on the Ferris wheel. But do you remember, like, in early years, they used to have the double Ferris wheel. Were you on that one when you wanted to get off? Because that thing was, I don't blame you. That thing was so high. I've not seen that for
and it was
many
terrifying.
years. Yes, like it was really cool though, because when you would drive by it, you could see it. Like, my grandma lived in the town 5 miles away, and so we would drive and I would see that. I'm like, this is so exciting. Like, my belly would have so many butterflies when the fair was in town. Like, that's probably how my daughter feels. Like, I would be so excited. And we used to go to my grandma's every Friday. So when it was fair time, and we hadn't gone yet, and you could see the fair, I'd be like so excited. I don't know, that double Ferris wheel, I don't think I could do it. Like, just the normal Ferris wheel, that's enough. Like, I feel like I'm gonna fall. I'm like,
and the pirate ship, even if it doesn't go all the way around, like, I don't know if they have the pirate ship this year, but that thing scared me as well. Like,
you see people like lifting up. I remember my sister and I being like really little, and not like really little, but we were like smaller, like in stature, and like lifting up, like we were up, and I'm like, are we
are we
even in this thing? Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I would be so scared. It was so fun. But it is really fun too, like back in the day when people actually printed out pictures because you had film and that's all that you had. Like, I have a whole, like, the albums of us at the fair and the fun that we had. Looking at those memories is just, it's priceless. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like...
Yeah, and I say, so this year, start planning for next year.
Yeah.
Start putting away $0.25, $1, whatever, in a jar, and make that budget for the fair so you can enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's just it's an experience that you never forget. You just have memories from the fair. Like,
and I wonder if they're... Yeah. Like, sometimes civic groups volunteer at the door. So I wonder if you helped volunteer, if that would allow you the opportunity to go into the fair after. Like, so if you gave a little bit of your time for whatever organization might be helping. I know like the Kiwanis, they usually do the parking out there. So maybe there's an opportunity there, or maybe you can volunteer in the 4-H tent or something, and then you are able to get in. Maybe there's other opportunities like that to look into. So
exactly.
So
there you go, folks. Start planning now.
Yeah.
Or go to the fair and just, have fun and be on a budget, or just plan to not spend anything for the next week.
I feel like, so in northern Minnesota, where our winters are long and our summers feel short, when they say the 5 best days of summer, I think that they're often like trying to prepare you to, because as July is ending and August is starting, they're like, it's the 5 best days of summer. Like, and you're feeling maybe at that point, like summer's going so fast, but it really truly is an amazing time. A lot of volunteers put it together, the board of directors. It's been a part of the community for a long time, and it's for the St. Louis County Fair. It's right next to the Minnesota Discovery Center in Chisholm, and it's a great layout, a lot of space there for walking around, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go. Yeah.
Me too. And on the highway, you can tell where to turn because there's a big giant chicken pointing with its feather.
Yeah. My daughter reads it all the time, so she knows, like, and she's only 5. She's like, the fair is, like, coming. And then she's like, is it, July 30th? And I'm like, oh, my gosh. Like, we're not, you can't sneak that the fair happened by her. So, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, the fair is a fun family experience. And as the kids get older, experiencing it them on their own with their friends. And it's a teachable thing, too, for budgeting and having enough money to get to enjoy playing a game or two, going on some rides, eating the fair food, It's so, And as adults, we need some teachable moments, too, where we're like, okay, I'm going to start saving for all of the fair food today. For next year.
Yep. That sounds good. Well, I'm so glad that we got to talk about the fair, and I'm looking forward to it, and maybe I'll see you guys eating you and Joe eating your hot dog together.
Foot-long hot dog like Lady and the Tramp.
Yes. So.
Nom, 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 and I'll have a piece of pizza in one hand.
Yeah.
Lemonade in the other.
Yeah. And then cotton candy for the way out, and a caramel apple to bring to my mom. Then we're good.
Absolutely.
So, okay.
Well, for those who are just first-time listeners and viewers, Melissa, tell everybody where they can find more information about the North Star Credit Union and follow our podcast.
Yeah, so you can go on northstarcreditunion.org. There's a spot where you can go on our website now and listen to past episodes. You can also go onto our YouTube and Spotify.
Awesome. Yay! Well, thank you for joining us. And Melissa, always a pleasure to talk with you. We just have so much fun. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so good to talk to you as well. And have everybody have a great Friday at the fair.
Yeah. At the fair. I see ya.
Bye.
Tune in Fridays for new episodes on Spotify, YouTube, and coming soon to Apple. Or find the link on our website, northstarcreditunion.org.